Hannah from Bright Lane Gardens, and I'm coming to you today to do a quick product review on a product that was sent my way this week. This is the Acre Cordless Hedge Trimmer and Grass Shear. They sent this to me this week and asked if I would do an unboxing and product demo for them, and after taking a look at some of the products that they had to offer, I said absolutely yes. I'm always looking for handheld power tools that will make my life easier maintaining our 7-acre event venue behind us, and I'm super excited to check this guy out. You probably already know this, but I am a huge fan of handheld power tools that make my life easier maintaining our 7-acre plant nursery and event venue that you can see part of here behind me. I love a tool that's lightweight but durable, something that I can use for several hours at a time and don't have to worry about losing a charge on my battery. So let's see how this guy is put to the test. Just for reference, it's late October here in northern Michigan. The cold temperatures have officially started to set in, as you can tell by my Mickey Mouse gloves here, and all of our plants are starting to fall dormant on the property, which makes it the perfect time to start pruning and trimming and doing some of my fall cleanup. My very first observation as I look at this box is it's a pretty small box, so this must be a really compact tool, which is perfect for my collection. We have an instruction manual right on top. Here is the battery. It's a really compact size, feels pretty lightweight, and then it does have the tester in the front. It came fully charged, believe it or not. And here's the charger. This is a much smaller charger than any of my other power tools, so that's actually kind of nice. It doesn't take up nearly as much space. All right, and here is the trimmer itself. This is awesome. It's really lightweight. Now, granted, it does not have the battery in it quite yet, but I'm very curious to see what the power is on this. It does come with a nice grippy handle. I kind of like the strap. I could see where that would be really useful. Looks like it has a bottom pull trigger here. Okay, so this extension here looks like it must be the hedge trimmer section. It's got just some fingers that might move horizontally, I'm assuming. Now, this looks like it would be really nice on some of my shrubs that grow in really dense, like a boxwood shrub or an evergreen shrub, which we have multiple of on the property, so we'll test it out on that. This did come with an additional extension, and just judging based on the shape of this, I'm going to assume that these are actually the grass shears, which is really exciting because if you guys have been following along with the channel, we have a ton of tall decorative grass out back that we have to trim down every fall. So this is awesome. Has a nice little protective sleeve that goes right on there. Now, this attachment can go right onto this device. So it looks like in order to remove this first attachment, you squeeze these bottom two green pegs. That popped right off. That was super easy. Let's put the other attachment on. And it really just snaps right back on there. Awesome. It looks like a really well-made product. It came nicely packaged, looks really great so far, but the true test is going to be how does it handle with some of my fall cleanup tasks back here, and we're about to find out. I'm going to plug the battery in just for a little bit, even though it said it was fully charged. We just want to make sure I can do a full demo today, so I'll be back with you in about an hour. All right, my battery is fully charged. It does have the charge indicator on the side, which is always super helpful. I've got the battery in the back. This is the grass shear attachment here. I have to say, this thing is so lightweight. It is definitely one of the lightest tools I own. I love it. I think that's awesome. Let's see how it holds up quality-wise. So I do have the grass shear attachment on right now, and as you can see behind me, we have a ton of decorative grass that we love to cut back in the fall. So let's go ahead and put this guy to the test. It is so lightweight. I have to say, being able to do something like this one-handed makes a world of difference when it comes to collecting all the grass in one pile. Okay, I'll admit, I'm pretty impressed with the performance of this tool considering how compact and lightweight it is. This is so easy for me to handle with one hand, and it really gets through this decorative grass behind me with ease. I would imagine you can use this attachment on other types of pruning or trimming if you need to. I would say I would love it if there was maybe even a longer blade attachment just to get through more grass at once. But for this size tool and for the weight that it is, I'm super impressed with the performance of the grass shears. That was a fun test, but I definitely want to try out that other attachment. So let's go switch that out and see if we can prune something around the yard today. All right, next I'm going to try out my pruning attachment, and as you can see, it's kind of got these finger-like teeth on it, but one of the rows actually will vibrate back and forth rapidly, which is what's going to go ahead and trim up my bush. But first things first, we have to take the old attachment off and get this attachment on using these two green pinchers here. All right, let's see how this one does. Okay, so that just popped right off, which was really easy. And now we're going to take the new attachment. I'm going to squeeze in these sides and go ahead and get that stamped right in place. And it looks like everything is lined up appropriately. First thing that we're going to work on today is my boxwood shrub, which is just looking a little bit unruly and needs a bit of a haircut. So I think this might be the perfect tool for that. Let's go find out. Behind me here is one of our very mature boxwood plants. This is actually over 6 feet tall. He's been around for at least 15 years and he'll probably be around for another 15 years. We really just shape them in every year to keep that rounded shape. And a tool like this would go a long ways in just helping us to keep that shape while saving us a ton of time. I'm going to start with this guy right here. He's just sticking out a little bit too far into the walkway there. So let's see if we can trim him back. Okay, this might be my new favorite tool. I'm super impressed by how well that got through not just the smaller branches on my boxwood, but some of the main stems too. It just blew right through it. I'm very impressed for as compact and lightweight as this is, just how sharp these blades are. This did really well with the boxwood, but I want to try it out on one of my thicker trees. Let's try one of our weeping cherries. Behind me here is our weeping cherry tree. If you guys aren't familiar with these are the ones that get the beautiful white dainty blossoms on them early in the spring. This is one of my favorite trees back here, but he does require a lot of upkeep, including pruning. I like to keep a really even edge on the bottom here, and that's something that I typically use my manual hedge shears for every year. So as you can imagine, it takes me quite a while just to do this one tree. Let's see if this guy will be an easier solution for that. Okay, I'm definitely impressed. These are actually full-size twigs here that is cutting through, and it's multiple at once. They're flying off the tree. It's not even having an issue with it. I'm really impressed. I thought it would struggle with some of the stronger, firmer branches, but it's literally cutting through them like butter. This is a really cool attachment. Definitely my favorite one. I want to try out a couple more things. This shrub creates a nice little hedge back here, and I like to keep this really clean looking with really straight lines, so a tool like this would go a long way for that. If you're looking for the easiest haircut you've ever given your hedge, this guy can definitely do it. I really love this attachment. Definitely one of my favorites. Overall, I'm very impressed with this tool. My favorite part about it is how lightweight it is. It is so easy for me to handle with just one arm. I feel like I could use this literally all day and get all of my pruning done in a single day. This is the Saker cordless hedge pruner and grass shears. I love both attachments. I have to say, I do think this is going to ultimately be the one that I use more. If the grass shears had a little bit of a longer blade on them, I could see me using that a lot more for the amount of grass that we have back here. And again, this is a commercial property. We have 7 acres, event venue, and plant nursery. So as you can imagine, we just have a ton of grooming work to do. But this pruning attachment here, this one I know I'm going to put to use really frequently, starting right now in the fall and in the spring. I imagine that a lot of our spring cleanup efforts will be a lot easier and a lot faster with this attachment as well. Overall, I have to say I recommend this tool. This was awesome. It blew my expectations out of the water. This was not a brand that I was previously familiar with, so to go out on a limb and try a new brand like that, I have to say it's a lot more cost effective than some of the other brands out there. And if you're just looking for a trustworthy, compact, lightweight tool to help you out with some of your fall cleanup, this is the tool for you. I hope you enjoyed watching this video today. Thanks so much for watching it. I know sometimes product reviews aren't the most engaging videos ever, but if you have any questions for me on how my experiences with this tool have gone, please don't hesitate to leave them in the comments below. As always, thank you so much for tuning in with me today. I sure hope to catch you next time.